Here today at the Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge Visitor Center. Great morning, lots of waterfowl, shorebirds, other things flying around. And I'm here with my friend and waterfowl carver, Bill Moore from Moravia. Bill, I'm happy to have you here. We're going to talk a little bit about your decoy carving,
Okay.
and I'd like to start just by welcoming you to the Professor Duck group. And I would like to have you just tell us a little bit about how you got into carving, how, why, when.
Well, it was in, I've always monkeyed around with decoys when I was in school, high school, and started hunting when I was about 14 years old. Bought a set of Ken Harris decoys, cork decoys at TJ Waters in Auburn, and I think they were $36 for the dozen.
Wow.
And I think the first shotgun I bought was $90, Ithaca Model 37. I bought that Army Navy store in Auburn, and been hunting ever since. And I don't know, there was a guy in Auburn named Don Brown, and he was a decoy carver, and I got to be friends with him, and he used to come up on Owasco Lake, and he let me have some of his decoys at one time.
Oh, great.
And they were all made out of cork and wood bottoms. He had patterns and all that stuff, and so it kind of got me involved a little bit with that. And when I got married second time, I got really involved with making decoys, and because I had some spare time on my hands, and there's still a lot of duck hunting going on, and I used to hunt on the south end of Owasco Lake, and that's where Don Brown used to come up and put his decoys out, and so that's when I got started.
So how many years ago was that?
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Maybe back in the when I first got married was 1960 when I got out of the service, and we've been hunting up there ever since.
So you've been carving for a long time.
1978 I started.
Ah, okay. What do you make your decoys out of? I know there's a lot of different choices, and
Well, I started with red cedar at one time, old fence posts, and my first decoys were that. And then I got involved with another guy in Moravia, Steve Fland, and he got me started in the competition stuff. So that was white pine, cedar, balsa wood, whatever we could do, we'd get your hands on. And I like the cedar the best, but I do like balsa wood. They say, you know, that it's soft, but it's actually hard once you get it carved and put a medium on it, seal it up, and they float good. But cork, for hunting, probably the cork is the best medium going.
Okay. All right.
It floats good naturally.
Takes a lot of shot.
Takes a lot of shot. They have
You're not supposed to shoot your decoys, but I mean,
they have a high density cork out now. That there used to be old refrigeration cork, but now it's a lot of high density stuff. And I have a couple of decoys there made out of cork, but I'd like white pine now and cedar.
Good.
So.
Do you have a favorite species that you like to carve?
A widgeon.
Widgeon. Amen, brother. That's my favorite bird. In fact, we have a nice drake widgeon you did right here.
Right.
And
I've won a lot of prizes with drake widgeons.
I'll bet you did. I love widgeon. They're my favorite. I guess one thing I'd ask you, well, we can talk a little bit about these, but got a nice black duck there. There probably aren't as many people getting into carving as there used to be from talking to you. Do you have any tips or any suggestions for a young person or an older person who is either new at it or maybe is mildly interested in getting into carving?
Well, a good idea is going to a decoy show and getting into seeing the competition. That's what keeps me going. I love the competition.
Right.
And competing against these other guys around the country and see what you can do. That's what, I don't know, that's a good thing to get started. One good way to get started anyway. But hunting too with your own decoys.
That would be a ball, I would think.
Right, but there is a lot of, the trouble is there's a lot of nice decoys on the market today. These guys, you know, this plastic stuff is really nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Actually, it's just up to the kid to get going. There's not many young kids today up in, you go to a decoy show and they're all
All geezers.
all geezers, yes, and they're all dying off.
Yeah.
They're in a decline quite a bit.
You want to show us? I spotted this teal, and why don't you comment on this? Oh, we got a
That's
couple
a
of
teal. That's second best Martian decoy show last year in Clayton.
Which one?
This one here.
Yeah, it's nice.
First in the species, but second in the overall march.
Great, great.
But these are cork.
These are cork.
These
yeah.
are cork. Yep. And these are all white pine,
White pine and cork.
hollowed out.
It's amazing what you can do with this stuff, Bill, and I really want to thank you for chatting with us today about this. It's a great thing. I know I own a couple of your decoys and hopefully get a couple more.
Yes.
And
Anytime.
appreciate it very much. Bill's going to go hunting tomorrow in a
Yes.
well-known place called Wolf Island, and
Right.
I'm glad he took the time out to sit here and talk with us, because I know he's chomping at the bit to get up there. So thanks again, Bill.
Okay. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Mhm.